this is Jamie Steinberg with Starry Constellation Magazine. It's a pleasure to speak with all of you. Frankie, what did it mean to you to be asked to sing an original song, Smile is So Beautiful?
Oh my God, thank you so much. It meant the world to me. I love bringing music. I love that I get to play a character who is so musically theater inclined, but then get to doing it in a movie, and getting to sing the title song and having it being written for me and for the character. It was just awesome. I've loved working with, the producer Nikki Hexum, who helped write and record, and Sam Martin, who also wrote the musical. And I think the words are just so apropos for today. You can cry, but don't stop smiling. It's true. Maybe we're crying, but if we smile, it'll feel better when we're crying? And there's always a little tongue in cheek with Sam Martin and Nikki Hexum's work. So it was awesome. Love the dance, love to sing it, love to perform it. Hope it lives on forever and ever in the world.
Amen. Ella, there's some special scenes throughout the entire film. What were some of your favorites to shoot?
I loved filming so much of the film, but one of my favorites was actually when we were in dystopia and Piper kind of makes um, her rounds, giving people a hard time. And it's the first time that we've seen her in a long time, and she's matured a lot, and she's clearly been living life. She's been at college and she's on spring break. And yeah, I mean, like that was great. And filming with those guys is just the best. Sean and Jace and just Michael, the homies, and the whole casting crew. It was very fun.
Piper does come out like really hot.
She
She's like
just
ready to go.
goes in right away.
It's great.
She reads everyone in the room and tells them
It's so good.
one of them.
The library is open.
Yeah.
What about for you, Glee? What were some of your favorite scenes to shoot?
Oh, um, the whole movie was such a blast. But I think one of my favorite things to film was probably the first scene that I did with Jace. It actually worked very well because originally that first scene where I meet Henry for the first time was supposed to be filmed at the end. But it worked very well because it ended up getting moved to the beginning because of whatever weather. And so the dynamic worked very well. And oh my God, he was the funniest. I remember like working through the lines with him, and the one part where I'm like all up in him, and he's like, you know how traumatized we were? And he goes, I'm sorry, okay? The first time we were like reading through, he went, I'm sorry, okay? And like it was the funniest thing, and we were like joking about it for like weeks after. But we spent a lot of time on that scene, and I think we really did it justice, and it turned out very well. I think it was great.
Ella, this is such a special series, now turned into a movie for the fans. What does it mean to you to be a part of this franchise turned film?
It warms my heart in a way that very few things do, to feel the love that the fans have for the show and the way that it has impacted their life. I it's hard for me to really get a grasp because I'm in a bubble in my life a lot of the times. Like I'm just around my family and my close inner circle. But when I am able to meet people who really love the show, it makes it so much more fulfilling. And I'm just so grateful that it's made so many people laugh and has helped them in so many ways.
Yeah.
And this is the least that we could do, was to revisit this story for them.
I was just gonna say, Frankie, it must mean so much to you during these difficult times that you all bring such levity to so many people, with the characters that you're bringing to the screen.
Yeah, it's true. And, throughout my life, I've gotten to meet a lot of fans, who've come up to me and said things like, oh, young boys who are like, my mom said I'm allowed to wear nail polish because Frankini wears nail polish. And I'm just like, that makes me like break down and cry because, when I was growing up and I was watching Nickelodeon, there wasn't necessarily representation like that on TV. And so I'm happy that Frankini exists for young kids these days, little young people that see like, oh my God, maybe I'm a little bit like Frankini in life, and maybe that's great, and maybe that's okay. Especially when all he wants to do is bring musical theater to the world. I mean, that sounds great. What a nice villain. We'll keep him around, you know?
Right?
Hmm.
Glee, what does it mean to you?
Oh, I think Missy has really changed my life through not only bringing me on this adventure with a superhero, but also I think this character, like as we've said, this movie is really for the fans, and we brought this. Everyone brought this whole series back for the fans, and I really think that Missy is the entire Henry Danger fandom built into one person. I mean, she is the super fan, and I'm really glad that I get to like represent this big group of people, and I'm so happy that I get to take them on this journey through all these alternate dimensions and all this fun-filled film. And I really hope that people can connect to her and relate to her.
They do.